Hey guys, what's up? I was reading a really interesting article a while ago. I'm sorry, I don't remember the source, but it got me thinking. Now, a lot of comments have been made about Nintendo being really late in the game with online interactions the way it is, and don't get me wrong, I totally agree with that. They're late in the game, and I just got into thought about because I saw this interview about I saw this article. It was really interesting about the PlayStation on how much of a jump it was between PS2 and 3 because it really was. It was a huge jump. And it's a very impressive risk of hardware. Like when the N64 came out, that was a big risk. I mean, especially after the Atari Jaguar's failure. For those who don't know, that's Atari went straight from a 16-bit to a 64, which that's a risk. I mean, that's really hard to pull off because you're supposed to gradually go up with technology. I mean, if you jump far ahead, developers are not going to know what to do. They'll be completely lost. I mean, they won't know how to do the driver. That's why a lot of Jaguar games look pretty much like 16-bit games in reality. And yeah, the N64 is a risk, but yeah, it's very impressive how successful the PS3 is. Very impressive. It's a great system, and it really done great job in the seventh gen. And yeah, it's like, what's going to go on with PlayStation 4? Like, it's such a huge jump. This is the articles about it. It's such a huge jump. Like, I wonder. It only makes me wonder what's in store for the next gen. Like, the the author said he wasn't so confident. Like he said, they might not know what to do because they jumped ahead so far. But personally, I feel I feel pretty confident. Sony's a great company, and they're very good with their tech. So I'm sure the PS4 is gonna be really impressive. The Vita is very impressive for those who never played it. And yeah. Anyway, so yeah, like with the, because I remember I was talking to my friend too once. We were talking about how when you play a GameCube game on a Wii, it doesn't say you need a memory card, and he was saying like the PS4 doesn't do that. And I said, well, I did say, well, you don't want to waste memory on GameCube. I mean, you can buy gigabytes for a PlayStation, but either way, his point still stood. Like the PS3 can do, and I realized, well, and I was telling him when it just popped in my head, well, you know, the Wii's only our second, the Nintendo's second disc system. They're not used to discs yet. PlayStation's been used at their whole the lifespan in the Sony, and yeah, that's what brought the idea up. You've developed the idea, like progressiveness. Like the Wii, after the N64's launch, I'm sure Nintendo wanted to not do too much because you can't take a risk like that again. Don't get me wrong, they're still innovative like the Wii was, but yeah, they took it slow. I mean, I think that's why the jump to HD graphics weren't made yet. The internet is as it is with the Wii, which I do have a problem with the internet for Nintendo. I'm looking forward to the Wii U's new Nintendo network. Yeah, and yeah, definitely. So yeah, I mean, like it's same thing with. So that's why, like progressiveness, and you gotta, it's important to slow down because if Nintendo followed the footsteps of PlayStation's risk, which they made a risk before, so it's perfectly justified. I don't want to sound like that. I don't want to sound like, oh, PlayStation took a risk, because Nintendo did it too, and they're both successful, and it was very good for gaming history there. And yeah, I definitely think so. Progressiveness, the progressiveness of gaming. Maybe I'll do an episode on that. This is for like smaller ideas that can't make an episode, but I might expand on the idea. We'll see. All right, well, I'll see you guys.